Hello, thanks for coming on board. Awesome, awesome, awesome to see you. Fabulous. Well, we're going to be working today with the angels and ascendant masters of sacred flames and some theta. So I'll just jump on in there. This is one of Doreen Virtue's books, and it's Angel Medicine. It's got great, great knowledge in it, great wisdom, and great healing techniques. I use a lot of these techniques regularly. When I first did the training, I used them all the time. And now that I've done theta, I do a mixture, but I always use this technique, which I'll share with you right now. So if you can grab that, if you feel these techniques work for you, then it'd be great for you to grab this book or just re-listen to this. Let's sit that there. Goody eye. So if you would just allow Archangel Michael is the angel of protection and life purpose. So I ask Michael to have his wings around me every single day. And I don't go anywhere without Michael's wings around me. I also ask him to constantly help me to only do what I came here to do, to only connect with the people I came to connect with, and keep everyone and everything else out of my life so that I'm crystal clear and focused on my path, my true path, and that what's really important to me is that I fulfill what I came to the planet to do for my soul's evolution and for the planet. So I'm always asking Michael, please keep me in that focus and keep me away from the Google land of pressing bazillion buttons and going off here. So I still access Google, but I'll get on and I'll hear off now. Well, I'll be opened up to a page, I'll look at that, and then I'll hear off, get off now. So it's about streamlining your life. Michael will really help you with your life purpose. If that's something that's really important to you, as it is and has been for me, he would just guide you the whole way down the right path, which makes life easier instead of not knowing, not having the certainty or the clarity. So if you just close your eyes, and if Creator has permission to connect you to Archangel Michael, really bring that connection through. That's nice and strong and clear for you. And if you'd allow Michael to have his wings around you, deflecting all negative energy and vacuuming you of all negative energy, he's got a brilliant vacuum cleaner of light. Allow that vacuum cleaner of light to vacuum all negative energy from conception through to now, in and around and through you, from your moment of conception, while you're in your mother's womb. Allow Michael to have his wings around every filament, every moment of your existence while you're through your birth. His wings are there and he's vacuuming every moment, realigning you to your wholeness. And allowing Michael to vacuum you from birth to one, one to two, two to three, two to four, two to five. Very important moments of our life. These early years are extremely important moments. So you want all those moments cleansed and purified. And Michael there protecting that aspect of your soul, your psyche, so that you feel very nurtured and looked after and safe. Particularly if that wasn't your upbringing. It will just help to change those old wounds and those old patterns by having Michael to really cleanse that period of conception through to 5. And then allowing Michael to vacuum and cleanse from 5 to 10. He's got his wings around the 5 to 10-year-old aspects of yourselves every moment. In there, really cleansing and purifying every moment, 5 to 10. And then allowing Michael to come and purify and cleanse from 10 to 20. Purifying you from 20 to 30. Vacuuming every moment, protecting you and supporting you and guiding you on your true path. And then from 30 to whatever your age is now, just allow Michael to cleanse and purify. And then allowing Michael to go to your home and surround your home with joy angels, laughter angels, uplifting angels, blessing angels. Everyone gets along really well. Angels, happiness angels, hopping and skipping angels, health angels, prosperity and abundance angels, clear communication. And if you're in a relationship, romance angels and healthy relationship angels, allow that to all come through with grace and ease. And allow Michael to vacuum and purify every part of your home. Absolutely everything that you own, every possession in your home, in the garage, around the property, your car. Really allow him to cleanse and purify every part of you, your life, and your property. If you have a business, allow Michael to also have his wings around your business, deflecting and vacuuming, and allow him to vacuum all your business cards, your website, social media, like Facebook, Instagram, Zoom, whatever your YouTube, whatever your rollout is. Really allow Michael to cleanse and purify and keep it really clean, so that your business flows with grace and ease through having any of your mental worry. Worry does two things: it drains your adrenals and wastes your life force. So it's a total waste of your life. Don't do it. And allow Michael to clean up all those old mental stories around your business or your career or your workspace, your life path. And again, allow him to go to wherever you work and to have his beautiful angels of protection and purpose and kindness and compassion around your workspace, cleansing and purifying the whole work environment, bringing goodness, goodwill, very good work ethic and environment around you, so that if the place you're working in doesn't suit your soul, that ask Michael to help you to find a career that enables you to be supported in your life path, your life purpose. Or if you just want a great supportive job, just ask Michael to help you with that. He will. He's a lovely soul. He'll help you heaps. And then allowing Michael to also have his wings around your bank account, your savings, and that he vacuums it to keep all that story around your finances, any negative story cleansed and purified, so that it's clear and that money flows for you through keeping that area nice and cleansed and purified. Just allowing that. And also ask Michael to have his wings around your friends and your family, your beloved, and any beautiful fur family children that you have, any cats or dogs or horses or guinea pigs or ducks or chickens, alpacas, whatever your beautiful, fur feathered family friends are, maybe a lizard, that he has his wings around them, deflecting all negative energy and vacuuming any negative energy from them and their food areas, their bedding, so that they're kept nice and clear as well. I'm just going to witness all of that and chant that a school or a big corporate place, or a hospital, or in any kind of place where there's an institution of bigness, you can ask Michael to put a beautiful big dome of light, a massive big domed vacuum cleaner over that, so that it's vacuumed. The whole of it is vacuumed. That negative story around that is vacuumed away. So if you just witness that, and that uh, that everyone you work with, that Michael's got his wings around them, clearing them of negative energy and vacuuming them. And if there is any negative person that Michael's containing their negative story, whether that person is a friend, family member, or colleague, um, that it's contained. So they will potentially still, chuck their rubbish at other souls, but they won't be thrown at you because Michael will be looking after you with that. I'll just chant that in. So just feel into that every day. You can open your eyes. Every day I ask Michael to have his wings around me, deflecting all negative energy and vacuuming me of all negative energy. I do not leave this house without having Michael with me. Whenever I move to a place, before I even move there, I ask that Michael and my guides and guardians connect me to a place where the land is happy for me to be there. Because if the land doesn't want me here or want you where you're living, it's going to cause problems in your life. So I always telepathically project, and I write, intention, affirmation, that I always relocate into a house and a land that really wants me and my cat there, and that where the community, I've got really beautiful, loving, quiet neighbors, and where the community supports me um, to fulfill my work, my life's work. And it's an area that supports my soul's evolution. So I always affirm that. So before I move in, I've already set the house of where I'm moving into, like my future house, my home that I'll be buying. I've already telepathically sent my crew there to set it up for me energetically. That the lands want, like, get the land that really wants me in the house that really wants me there, it's surrounded by the angelic realm, and it's energetically set up for my frequency. So that I just move into a place, bang, it's done. I still do a physical smudge and cleanse when I move in, because that's also important, but I energetically set a place up. And I also do that in a work environment. So I energetically set up all this tech stuff that I'm doing through the online streamings that I'm doing now. I've set it all up energetically before I even click a button to start teaching. I do massive prayer before I open this portal, because it's really important for you guys that you have the best of me, and it's really important for me that I have the best support for me, so it just flows through. Um, so I do all that inner plane work before I roll my life out, and it just makes this, what I've learned, makes life great. So having Michael with you, please work with him. He is amazing. What he can do and will do for you, he just needs you to ask. I also have Michael go out to my family and friends every day with his wings around and deflecting and vacuuming every day, and that makes a huge difference. Even though they don't know that I do that, some do, but percentage don't. I know how much it's helping, and if I hear that there's any family member or friend that's having a awkward moment, I then send extra angels and extra love and extra blessings to them to help them through their day, which is really, really beautiful. And you feel that you're helping. You don't feel like, well, what do I do? You put all that energetic goodness there. There's a beautiful buffer, beautiful support system, and you'll watch the magic go through there. I'm just feeling there's something else I'm meant to be saying. It'll come to me if I've missed something that I feel is important. So hang out with Michael and really allow him to guide you. If you get flashes of blue, like that dark blue up there or on there, let's forget where I am on this thing. On here, that's Archangel Michael. So if you just get a flash of blue out of the corner of your eye, that's Archangel Michael letting you know that he's there. I often get little flashes of blue. So, hi, Michael. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So the next Archangel we're going to work with is Archangel Raphael, and he's the head of the healing department, Spirit. So I work a lot with Raphael and Michael as a beautiful combo. So this is a technique to clear addiction. So if you like to place on your lap, if you're sitting or if you're laying down, you can put on your stomach here or your lap, any addictive energy you have. So if you're a smoker, I want you to put all those packets of cigarettes on your lap. Um, if you're a drinker, the drink, drug, whatever it is, just put it all on your lap. For me, it's chocolate bars on my lap. And then you also want to get a sense of the cords that are connecting that. So whether it's drinking, if it's smoking, you're going to be your fingers. So any cords from your fingers, food, alcohol, any cords from that on your lap. Um, Sense, also the eyesight, because we get stimulated by looking at ads or looking at another chocolate bar on television. Oh, I better go get that. Let's cancel, clear, delete that because I don't need to go get that. So clearing any cords from your visual, from the hearing, um, beer can being open or a bottle of wine being open, or the hearing of, the lighting of the match or clicking of the lighter, all the cords that are associated with that on your lap, unwrapping that chocolate bar on your lap, put that there for these cords, clearing these cords of addiction, moving that. Um, any smells associated. So any cords from smell. So you're doing the visual, the hearing, the taste, and the smells onto your lap. So that you're no longer bound to those energies. And if you just close your eyes and allow Archangel Raphael with Michael to take all of those cords from you, dissolve them in the kindest, gentlest way, and send them to Creator's light. And in replacing those, Archangel Raphael is now filling you up with the most beautiful liquid jelly energy, cleansing and purifying you with this beautiful, rich, healing liquid green jelly that goes into where all those attachments, addictive attachments, have been. Beautiful liquid jelly in your eyes, green healing liquid jelly in your ears, green healing liquid jelly around your mouth and your fingers and your digestive tract and all your nervous system and your body that's been used to those encoded patternings from the food or the alcohol, the drugs, tobacco, and allow that all those encodings that have kind of saturated, feels like saturated into your DNA, allow that DNA to be saturated now with that green healing liquid light, deep, deep, deep into your DNA, into your lungs, the lung tissue, lung membrane, your bronchial tubes, into your digestive tract, and into every body system that associates with that nicotine or that alcohol or that caffeine from, the caffeine, if it's coffee, or caffeine from chocolate, the sugars, that the beautiful liquid green healing energy gel gets straight into that addictive energy and dissolves it and then realigns it to loving your body, loving your body, loving your body, loving being healthy in your body, loving being energized and relaxed and rejuvenated and replenished in your body. Just going to chant that in. So just sense that there's a beautiful green sphere, jelly kind of sphere around you, replenishing, rejuvenating you with Archangel Michael there as well. So that's a great technique that you can work on. So if you find that the addictive energy, you're still going for that chocolate bar or the packet of chips or the alcohol, caffeine, coffee hit, tobacco, any form of drug, keep working with Raphael. Keep doing this technique until you transform. Keep working with Michael with his vacuuming and cleansing you and bringing you back into a better state of emotional wholeness. What happens if we have any kind of addictive energy? Usually, it's we're suppressing. So if it's in the lung area, tobacco, we're suppressing can be suppressing grief, sorrow. So you'll find that as you give that stuff up, because there's that beautiful liquid gold green gel energy in there, healing energy, it will. If you were to give up, this is what my understanding. If you were to give up, say, tobacco straight away, and you didn't have that liquid jelly healing light energy, potentially all the grief and sorrow will come up. You'll start bawling your eyes out and go, oh, what's going on? I'm having another cigarette. Clear that. So by having this beautiful jelly-like substance of healing deep in your cells, the tissues of your lungs, the DNA of your lungs, when that pattern of is released, that grief is released with it. So potentially it'll be an easier process for you. So give it a go, see how you go with it, keep playing with it. And it's the same if you're taking in, you know, the caffeine I know makes it wires our nerves, makes us real nervy. I know that if there's an overeating issue, that can be the digestive tract can be where abuse and trauma is stored. So it's about letting all of that go through the support of Raphael and Michael. Okay. When I studied with uh, Doreen Virtue, one of the things she talked about was curses, and that's also in here, clearing curses and being stabbed in the back. Sometimes I'll work with a client and I'll say to them, I'll get a sense there's knives in their back. So I say, do you feel like someone stabbing you in the back? And they go, oh, yes. Like they respond like virtually instantly. So we need to get those daggers out of a person's back, out of yourself, if this is you that has that issue, and or if you're working with these techniques with a client. So I know if Creator has permission with Raphael Michael, if there's any spears from a past life in you, or any swords, or any kind of sharp implements that are still hanging around, or if there's someone in your life that's stabbing you back this day, throughout, just does Archangel Michael have permission to dissolve all those, Creator to release them, send them Creator's light, and then just really fill you up with this beautiful, thick, healing liquid jelly so that any wounds are just merged with the light. That'd be great. Thank you. It's done. It's done. It's done. You'll find when some people feel like they've been stabbed in the heart, and they know it's not, they've got a physical issue, and it's from, can be, from a heartache or a heartbreak, or can be this life or past life. So if you work with this technique of asking that they're released and dissolved in a real gentle way and get that beautiful green healing energy there, it will make a remarkable difference from having that feeling of being stabbed, particularly if someone stabs you in the back in this lifetime as well, can go past to present. You want all that stuff cleared up. So keep Michael on with that. He loves doing that stuff for you. Thank you, Michael. The other thing that Doreen talked about, which, I used to have, I've had clients in the past say to me, I feel like I'm cursed. I go, oh, no, that doesn't happen, because I didn't realize you could be cursed. And I was in a class with Doreen Virtue with about 1,000 other people. I was about 4 rows from the back. So I always like to be as front. Whenever I train, I try and be in front row. So I'm getting all of the codes from that teacher, all the downloads, real boom. I just pick stuff up, as much information as I can. So she was talking about curses and clearing curses, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, whatever. Didn't know that. And then she started doing the cleansing to clear the curses, and I sobbed. I had tears pouring down, and I wasn't just crying; I was sobbing. That guy, I can't believe I've been cursed. That someone's cursed me, but it felt like it was way past life, not this lifetime. So, does Creator and Michael and Raphael have permission to dissolve, clear any curses that you've had projected at you, whether it's this life or past life, and to really send them back to that soul with love and blessings? Send back to them, send to Creator's light, and to really realign you to that beautiful, sparkly white light of Creator's unconditional love and Raphael's beautiful, thick, uh, green healing gel to go into any parts of your soul where the curse was, and to have Mike with his wings around. I'm just going to chant that in. So see how you go with that. Keep hanging out with the crew and see what happens. You open your eyes when you're ready. We're just going to dive now into some theta. Now, working with theta, we've done the meditations where you go up, draw the earth up through the chakras, and then you go up into the great light and bring the unconditional love of Creator, sparkly white light, and you sit here, and then you witness the light pouring through you. Or if you're going to a client, working with a client with their permission, you take that beautiful energy of light over into their crown chakra, and as light as a feather. You witness that light going through their body. Any part that doesn't light up, that's where their pain or illness or imbalance is. So it's working with that technique. That's one of the ways to access theta. The other way is if you just close your eyes for me, please, and in your mind, draw the earthing energies up, connecting at your heart chakra. And then in your mind, just taking a deep, slow breath of light, expanding your breath, slow inhale, slow exhale into the light, into the sparkly white light of Creator's unconditional love, and bringing that sparkly white light of Creator's unconditional love into every body system, into your bones, relaxing your bones, into your muscles, ligaments, tendons, organs, glands, nervous system, skin, nail, hair, excretory system, reproductive system, lymphatic system. Just allow every body system and every single cell in your body to light up with Creator's unconditional love. Allow that light frequency to go into your DNA of every body system so that every body system is realigned. The DNA in every body system is realigned to the great light of unconditional love so that you can feel that love. And feeling that every cell in your body is a sphere of light, sparkly white light. Every DNA ladder is a sphere of sparkly white light, a ladder of light, helix moving through your body system. And then allow that unconditional love to be in all your chakras, cleansing, purifying, realigning them to the unconditional love, creator of all that is. Allowing that sparkly white light into your meridians, allowing every body system, your chakras and your meridians, your mental and your emotional body into Creator's unconditional sparkly white light of love. And now allow your aura to expand and expand and expand with the unconditional love. Creator's love and light. Anything that needs to be sealed up and cleared in your aura. If there's any dents or tears or rips in your aura, allow it to be sealed up. Anything that shouldn't be there is sent to Creator's light, the highest level of light, Creator. Then allow yourself to connect and filling up with this unconditional love that you now feel one with the chair or the couch that you're sitting on, and it's full to the brim with the unconditional love. If you've got a cushion or anything that's there with you, that it's surrounded with the unconditional love. Now you expand, create this unconditional love out into the room and all your possessions. Light up with the unconditional love. And then expanding the unconditional love into, the other rooms in your house. So every room in your house is full to the brim with Creator's unconditional love. Expanding the love out and into all your possessions, and then out into the property, the plants, trees, animals, insects. Expanding the light, unconditional love and light to your car, and out into your street, expanding and expanding the unconditional love into your neighborhood, to your community. Expand it and expand it out into your country or your state, and then expand it out around the whole planet and to the universe. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. So that's the second technique of how to connect with Creator. You're one. Because Creator's in us. You don't need to go up. You just need to be with Creator to witness. But you're witnessing through the theta brainwave. So you do need to have your consciousness there when you ask Creator, what is it? What needs changing? Thank you, it's done. So when you're working with someone, you can, this is how I work, you can do that technique of going up and really align. I don't often do that because I talk to Creator all day. I'm constantly focused on being in my theta brainwave all day. So I read all the steps I need to take with grace and ease. So what I do to set my day before I do my work is that I do prayer, that I do the work that Creator wants me to do, that I share the information that Creator wants to come out of me, that I have heap of guides and guardians with me, and that everyone's open to the way that I do my work, and they're totally open and receptive to having a huge shift in consciousness for the betterment of themselves, this sacred earth, and our world and universal family. So that is my intention. Then I focus, I draw the earthing energies up into my heart. I just kind of do this, boom, boom. I kind of quick tires, pretty quick how I do it. I just focus the earth's there, and I'm ready to go. That's how I do it. I go heart, earth, crown. That's what I do. Apologies, I just had to refill it. And it's very quick. And I'm just like, blah, 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 off I go. So you can also expand. So you're reading. So when I'm reading someone, I'm not just reading in their body, like I do scan through their body, but I'm also feeling. So I'm doing that way into their body and around. So I'm expanding with them. So the more one I am, the more connected I am to Creator, the more aware I am, the clearer I am. I'm just going to feel it. I'll be shown a knee. I'll feel the back's not good. I'll feel that they've got blurred eyesight. Or I'll be shown their eyes. I'll go, do you have stuff going on with your eyes? They go, yeah, I do. Other times I'll go, oh, do you have really blurry eyesight? They go, yeah, I do, because my eyes have got really blurry. So there's many different ways of reading it, but you want to be in that theta brainwave. That's key. Alrighty, so you can play around with that. I'm going to dive right in now to the beautiful beautiful, beautiful lymphatic system. So how the lymphatic system works, it's sorry, I'm just going to get you a bit closer there so you can be able to see some of that. So your lymph nodes are up in there. They're also over in along there, your lymphs, and you've got lymph nodes down in along there, and also down. In there. There's some in the knee area. I think there's some lymphs down in your knee as well. So working with the lymphatic system, what feeds your, what helps your lymphatic system to function well is when you move your muscles. Because when you move your muscles, the lymph fluid then is pumped. So then it pumps those toxins out of your system. You want the toxins out of your system. Your lymphatic system gets the toxins to move out of your body. You want toxins out. So if I'm eating a chocolate bar that isn't, although I'm much better now, I have usually organic dark chocolate. But if I was to just grab a chocolate bar because I was having a moment, there's stuff in there that isn't necessarily for my best and highest good. So I bless it. Always bless my food with Creator's unconditional sparkly white light of love. So if I do have something I shouldn't be having, it isn't for my best, it's charged with love and blessings. So I eat it with love and blessings. But you want that stuff cleaned out. So by moving your arms, so if you can't exercise because of your health, that's fair enough. But if you could just while you're watching telly, just lift your leg up, just move, like just if you can do it, just squish your what do you call it? Your arm, like squeeze was the word I was looking for. Your arm, your hand, and that'll start pumping your muscles. Just doing that. And if you can't do it too hard, that's okay. But just getting some movement that will then start getting your lymphs to flow, the lymph fluid to flow. And you want that. You really do want that for your well-being and your body's health. All right. So these are the downloads for the lymphatic system. If Creator has permission to do those for you, every time I read it out, one of them out, just say yes, please. This helps with your immune system. I know how to take care of myself. I know how to take in the breath of light. I understand how to deal with confrontation. I know how to interact with others. I know how to fight for my right to be. I know how to say no. I know how to live without allowing people to take advantage of me. I know how to have people honor my boundaries. So if you'd like that, please just say yes and Creator will download all of that. And this is for confrontation. I know how to feel to live without confrontation. I know how to feel the joy of life. I know how to enjoy life. I know how to learn easily and effortlessly. I know what it feels like to assert myself. I know how to live without allowing confrontation to scare me. I know how to confront someone in the highest and best way. I know how to be aware of other people's feelings. I know how to be respectful and assertive at the same time. So if you would just allow that, I'll just witness and chat there. See how you go with that. This is for, so again, if you have a lymph condition and it doesn't feel like it's cleared, then keep working with Creator on it. Creator, where is it? What is it? How do I do this? How do I clear this? What's the best thing I need to do? This is for lymphoma, which is cancer of the lymphatic system, and be really good for that. Even if you don't have cancer, if you'd allow these downloads, just say yes for these downloads because it would stop you from having lymphatic cancer, which would be really good. Um, I know the Creator's definition of love. Just say yes if you like any of this. I know the Creator's definition of how to shine. I know the Creator's definition of what a home feels like. I know how to make a home on this earth. I know the Creator's definition of what the breath of life feels like. I am worthy of communicating with the Creator. I'm worthy of living without the fear of being alone. I know what it feels like to understand what the person next to me is feeling. I know what it feels like to care about another person. I know how to live without permitting negative thoughts in. I can live without another person taking advantage of me. I know what it feels like to live my life in true harmony with God. I know what it feels like to hear truth. I know what it feels like to be able to hold my pride. I know how to live without permitting others to make me sad. I know what it feels like to live without having to be needy. I know how to give back to the world. I know what it feels like to live my life without resenting everyone that helps me. I know what it feels like to live without resenting anyone. I know what it feels like to appreciate those that are there to help me. I know how to release people from obligation, the obligations of making me angry. I know what it feels like to live without being angry at the world. I know what it feels like to live without the fear of moving forward. I know what it feels like to move forward, and that is possible. I just want to explain this. Sometimes, if we've got patterns in us that need shifting, and we're not listening to the guidance and responding, then certain situations will come in to activate them to help us to access those deeper wounds. So, if there is someone around you that makes you really angry, it's about you know how to live without that person. What was the wording again? I'll just get this wording right. They know how to release people from obligations, how to release people from obligations of making me angry because they're obligated somewhere to trigger that pattern in you. And they don't need to be at the end of that fireball. No one needs to be at the end of that. So if you'd allow anyone in your life that you feel is creating a scenario with you that makes you anxious or makes you nervous, just ask Creator to clear those people or those situations of being obligated to creating that scenario for you. And that you choose now to witness what you need to transform without having to be triggered by people on the outside. Because that's a tough role for them to have to live. I hope that makes some sense there for you. Now I'm going to witness that in for the lymphs, just chanting more into the lymphatic system and clearing up any energy around other people that are obligated, have been obligated to help you see your shadow, clear your shadow. So that's the lymphatic system. Keep working with it. It's a very important system in our for our well-being, our health well-being. Um, Everything's curable in the divine, in Creator's consciousness. So hang out with Creator to find out what's going on. If you do have lymphatic cancer, and work on those downloads. Just keep running them, and just keep asking, what else do I need? What else? It's about being in your power. So we're working with the endocrine system now. The endocrine system is the glands. So we've got a pineal gland up in under the brain, and that's the gland that is really good for it activates a lot of the hormones. All the glands stimulate the hormones throughout the body. But it's one of there's a lot I'm hearing that science hasn't activated yet, understood yet what the pineal gland really does. Feels like it's very, very, very high consciousness. The master cell is also in the pineal gland, and your youth and vitality chromosome is in your pineal gland. And you know how they say we use 10% of the brain, there's another 90% we're not using. Well, the activation of your pineal gland, keeping it nice and healthy and happy and juicy and functioning well, will go a long way for you to activate those other 90% of that beautiful brain of yours. So, having that running well, very, very important. Pituitary gland is up around here, stimulating our third eye focus, as well as it's how they say the flicker of the lights can do like craziness, throw us out of imbalance. That's your pituitary gland, keeping that nice and balanced. Got your thyroid gland. If you've got an under or overactive thyroid, you can have some situations you don't want to have. So keeping, if you have a habit of not expressing, potentially you'll have thyroid problems. So, you know, it's about training yourself to have the confidence and the courage to express. And if it means people move out of your life, so be it. Wouldn't that be better than having a thyroid condition where you end up really sick? Just a thought. You've got your heart thymus gland is around the heart area for activation there. Then you've got the adrenals on your kidneys, sitting on top of your kidneys. It's really important that you keep your adrenals in a good state. A lot of people have adrenal exhaustion. I have people come to me and I'll sense they're right on the edge of tipping down into they have adrenal exhaustion and they're right on the edge of totally burning out. Like they're at burnout. And if they don't pull back from that edge and reboot their adrenals, bang, they're going to end up in hospital or something worse. So when I see that, and my guides make me really, really, really adamant that I express it and keep expressing it throughout that hour session that I have with that client, that you're right here, you need to be brought back. So then I'll ask, does create permission to reboot your adrenals, pull adrenal exhaustion from you, and realign you to a relaxed state of being? And of course, they say yes. And just witnessing that and do a chant and witness that. So it's creative permission if you have adrenal exhaustion to clear that from you and really realign your adrenals to their really plump, lush, beautiful, juicy adrenals, and that you're relaxed and you know how to be relaxed and you'll allow yourself, no matter how many jobs you've got to get done. I always put them on my hand, or I call my crew and I say, crew, my guides, guardians, and my loves, this is everything I need to get done today. And I hand it over. Thank you, it's done. Thank you, it's sorted. And I don't then go into hyper crazy, sticking my fingers in the PowerPoint mode. I then just rock it out. Yep, that step. Roll out, roll out, roll out. And it all gets done without burning out my adrenals. That's very, very, very important. And then you've got your ovaries and your prostate. So we're just going to have a look at some of the downloads for the adrenals. Sorry, the endocrine system. So if Creator has permission to download into that you know how to live without anger, say yes, please. That you know how to live without depression, that you know how to live without fear, that you know how to live without regret, that you understand how to relax, that you understand what it feels like to rest, you understand how to have fun, and that I know how to make decisions easily. If that could be downloaded, also if you just close your eyes and in your mind, if you'd ask Creator to balance the chemicals in your brain, which is your serotonin and noradrenal for depression, bipolar, or rage. So if Creator has permission, witness that Creator balances the chemicals in your brain. Just witness that. Witnessing your brain neurons and your brain synapses shifting into a different frequency. And then asking Creator to balance the hormones in your body. And I want you to witness that bright white light coming into your hormones or your glands, rebalancing the hormones in your body. This is really good if you at a different age in your life where they can go crazy loco, or if you do have hormonal problems, great technique. Creator, thank you for balancing the hormones in my body. Thank you, it's done. It is done, it is done. And you witness that bright light coming into your glands, balancing hormones. And we're now just going to, you can open your eyes. Oh, this is for the thyroid, okay? Um, so ask Creator to show you what to do. Command the thyroid and all hormones to be balanced. The thyroid can be intuitively rebuilt. If the person has even a little bit left of their thyroid, it can be taught to function properly. So that's great to know. If if you're working with someone, or if you have a thyroid that you've had part of it removed, you can get it to regrow. You've got the stem cells in your femur bone here, which is your blood factory. So they can regrow anything. It's a matter of asking Creator to help you with that. Also, with it, it's do liver cleanses when working with the thyroid, if at all possible, and that iodine can trigger it. And then there's the hyper. Just going to find that because I'll have some good downloads in it. CGH. There we go. This is for hypothyroid. So if you've got hypothyroidism, then the symptoms could be fatigue, loss of appetite, slow heart rate, weight gain, painful menstrual periods, milky discharge from your breast, fertility problems, muscle weakness, muscle cramps, dry skin, hair loss, recurrent infections, migraines, hoarseness, respiratory infections, constipation, depression, difficulty concentrating, goiter, it's a lump there, drooping, swollen eyes, and most common symptoms are fatigue and intolerance to cold. So that can be the symptoms of that. Okay. All right. And then the healing is if Creator could do these downloads for you, that you know how to speak your truth. There you go, throat chakra. That I know my spiritual direction. I know how to connect with the Creator. I know how to voice my own opinion. I know how to have my own opinion. I know how to live without being overwhelmed, too tired, or overstressed. I know what it feels like to have energy. My body is energized. I have good communication skills. It's easy for me to voice my own opinion. Please say yes to all of this. It's easy for me to connect to balanced spiritual energy. I know what it feels like to have tolerance, kindness, and speak my truth. I know how to create a life of joy. I know how to create a life of respect. I know what it feels like to be respected by my family. I know what it feels like to be respected by my children. I know how to live without being over or under aggressive. I am in perfect balance. I am connected to the Creator. The Creator is real. Yeah. It is easy for me to breathe. It is easy to have energy. I know what it feels like to have energy every day. With every passing day, I become happier and joy surrounds me. So if you just allow yourself to focus in the thyroid area, even if you don't have a thyroid problem, just really allow that throat chakra to come nice and clear and bright and whole for you. I'm just going to chant this beautiful blue aquamarine crystal into your throat chakra. Liven that up, light that up. So you can open your eyes and just, be really mindful to affirm that you love your body. I love my body. I love my body. I love being healthy. Make that your dialogue. Like, really, my dialogue is replenish, rejuvenated, regenerated. That's my dialogue. I don't have, even if I'm tired, I don't go around going, oh, I'm so tired. I never do that. I just keep affirming, I'm replenished, I'm regenerated, I'm rejuvenating, lighting up, lighting up. I may say to a few people, yeah, I'm a bit tired, so I won't come because I'm tired, or I'll only be here for an hour because I'm tired, I need to go to bed, blah, 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 whatever. But I'm not putting that out as my story. My story is that I'm regenerating, I'm rejuvenating, and my beautiful body is replenishing, and that I love, really love my body, and that I'm incredibly grateful to my body. That I have such gratitude that I got to see I went to the beach before I logged on, and that such gratitude that I got to have a walk along a beautiful beach. Thank you, my body, for that. Such gratitude to my body that I got to have a dip in the most amazing, clean, beautiful, purifying waters. That my eyes see it. I smell, I can smell those beautiful smells of the ocean and hear the beautiful bird songs, even when it is a beautiful squawky seagull. And I have immense gratitude for that to my body. So thank you, body. Love your body. Thank you, body. Love your body. And don't stop. All day, every day, continue to thank and love your body because it's going to help you. It's another one of the major keys for your body to regenerate and replenish and rejuvenate is kind, really kind, loving thoughts to yourself. Really kind. Be kind in your mind. Really kind to yourself. Really kind, loving words to yourself. Even if you're having a bad hair day, still be kind to yourself. Still encourage yourself. Come on, we can do this. Come on, I'll help you. I've got you. And feeling, really love your body. Have really enriching feelings for your body. Such gratitude. No matter how sick you are, and I know we can be really sick and it can be a very frightening place to be in, an overwhelming place to be in. I understand that. I really, truly do understand that. But what's going to help you pull out of that is that real sense of love, respect, and value and kindness to a beautiful body, real gratitude to your body. That's what's going to pull you out of that pain story. One of the things that will certainly help. So keep the affirmations going, keep loving yourself. It's so important. Keep working with the theta brainwave and the angels and the masters and the crystals and herbs and vitamins and minerals, hydrating, good sleep, good rest, fun. Watch funny videos. Laugh. Laughter is one of the great healing tools we've got coming. You have a beautiful life and keep loving that body. There we go. God bless. There we go.